Okay, so yeah, just a reminder, if you know anybody who's interested, on Tuesday evenings from 5:30 to 7:30, I'm doing a Tai Chi class at Catholic Charities Hawaii, top of Keomoku. That one is a little bit more open. It's more standing, and the second half, I'm going to start off with the Tai Chi for Health program, the warm-ups, the set. But I'm also teaching more Qigong, and eventually I want to teach the Yang style Tai Chi there. So if you know anybody is interested, or if you're interested, just let me know. Yeah. And it's not it's most Tuesdays, but in general, once a month they have a board meeting, so we can't use the facility. Yeah. So maybe once, I forgot what it is, I think one Tuesday a month they use it for board meetings. Okay. All right, good morning everybody. Extend your legs. I hope everybody got to watch the Super Bowl after class last week. That was fun. And at the end of Super Bowl, I took her and said, jump in the car, we're going Costco. We had 15 minutes to get there. Okay, take off your watch. Yeah, extend your legs, walk your feet back, sit nice and straight. Tuck the chin down a little, pull the head back and tuck the chin down. And that should really happen because you're pulling from above, right? You're pulling from the back of center, about the giddy. And when you pull there, the chin will naturally tuck down and your head will pull back a little bit to align with the spine. As you expand yourself, make yourself relaxed. Yeah, somebody reminded me, we're talking about something, and he said, yeah, Randy, no resistance, right? Don't provide that kind of resistance. So the no resistance, removing resistance applies to everything. Yeah, you're just trying to conserve energy, trying to let things flow. Yeah, then smile into your heart. Put your mind way above you in the sky. Imagine the top of your head open. And as you breathe in, you can breathe in from way above. It flows through the top of your head, down the center of your body. Right, the root on the bottom by the perineum is open. Gently press the feet into the earth. So you can feel your heels and your toes, the whole bottom of the foot connecting. Relax the shoulders, drop the shoulders. Open the throat, breathe. Feel the lower belly expand and contract. Smiling. Relax the hips as the legs sink into the earth. Imagine the spine being suspended from above. And as you breathe in, pick your hands up, gathering up the chi from above. And gently guide it down through the top of your head with your fingertips. And then guide it through the body with your palms. Imagine the palms going through your body, flowing it through the body, into the earth, displacing the earth chi. Breathing in. And exhale through the top of your head, clearing the center channel, the central channel. Moving the chi through all the meridians, connecting from above and below, removing all the resistance, all the blockage. Nice deep breath. Imagine you're gathering beautiful white clouds, or gently under the cleanest water, or you can imagine a violet color, a mist. And as it exits your body, it's picking up all the dirt, all the rubbish, all the soot, and all the exhaust. You breathe out all the exhaust from your body, black and dirty, and eventually it becomes cleaner and cleaner. Use your intent, use your imagination. Breathe in from the earth, flowing through the bottom of your feet, through the legs, the tailbone, the spine, the rib cage, the neck over the top of the head, down the front of the body, back into the floor. Relax all your joints. You want to sung the joints. Relax all the joints while you're expanding and moving. Breathing in and out. Remember the little sun in your chest, warm and cool. Stimulate the bone marrow, create new blood cells, new bone cells, keep the whole body alive. Wake up every cell of your body. Put your body in a state of self-healing. Come up from the side. Extend the fingertips while breathing in and out. Drop your shoulders and elbows and extend, winding up and out. Scan the horizon. Relax the hips while extending the feet, feeling the earth underneath your feet. Scooping down. Imagine you filling up the whole body with energy. Deep breath. Exhale and squeeze it through your body. Slowly letting go. And focus in the bones, the bone marrow, squeezing through the bone marrow, every bone of your body, and slowly letting go. And wrapping and twisting all the tendons and ligaments in every joint junction of your body. Breathe in, bring everything back to center. Relax a little bit. Set your body nice and straight, expanded, suspended from above, sinking, expanding into the earth, hips relaxed, shoulders relaxed, throat relaxed. Nice, deep, large breaths of air flowing through the throat. Breathe in from the top of your head. Let the air sink down to your lower dantian, about 3 inches below your belly button, in the center. Turn the palms, and when you're ready, begin the warm up. Breathing in, washing the face, dropping down, and exhale. Tilt the sternum up. Just a little bit, just where you feel the muscles activate, and then down. Release all the tension and flow right into the next move. Remember to keep the legs extended. Gently press the legs into the earth. Gently suspend the top of the head, and then let all the joints go. Sung all the joints. And breathe in. Let that air flow down to your lower belly, from the top of your head, through your body. When you drop the head, keep the spine straight. So when you drop the head, it pulls and opens up the neck and gently pulls on the spine all the way down to the tailbone. You go at your own pace. Last time. Number 2, pick up both hands first and then fold. One up, one down, height of the face. And breathe in and turn, looking at the palm. When you're ready, exhale, washing through the forearm, dropping the shoulders, breathing in. Each time you turn as much as you comfortably can, and you try to turn a little bit more. The bottom head just keeps dropping and moving, relaxed. Stretching the fingertips, smiling inside to the heart. One more round. As the hands come up, it always reminds me of that cat's cradles game. You're threading that finger through the string. Come back to center. Height of the throat. Sternum up. One, open and close, and then come down and move to the shoulder joints. Let all the tension in the shoulder joints go and fold and just flow right into the shoulder rolls. Squeeze and then pull up. Hands right at the side and over and down. Do at least 3 times. If you want to do one more, just go ahead and do one more. But when you're ready, relax a little and then circle to the front. Especially when you do on your own, do as many as is comfortable for you. Sometimes you just want to do one motion because that's what your body needs. Relax and do one side. You have to keep the legs extended into the earth. Keep the top of the head suspended from above. Still have to sung all the joints. Come forward when you're done. All the way down. Relax when you're done and do the other side. Remember to let your body turn, let the head turn. The other arm is relaxed, but the fingers are still extended. Take your time. Don't rush. All the way down, relax when you're done, and back to front and then front to back, 2 sides. All the way down. Loose circles, really loose circles, just shake it out. It's like you're shaking water off your palms. And then slow it down. And then coordinate with the breath. Breathing in as you come up. Nice deep breath and out. And in. And out. And in and turn your body. Learn to turn your body while still reaching for the front. And letting the shoulders open and close. Hands still right in the center while you turn your waist. Look to the front. Let one hand come in, one hand come out as you turn. Reach right for the front. Turn, every joint will move. Turn your body, turn your body, turn the waist. And relax when you're done. Let everything go. Moving to the spine, hold the ball in the front and slowly, gently just separate your hands. Relax the wrist. Let the wrist go. Later on you can learn to fold the wrist, but for now just let it go. When you can relax the shoulders and all the joints while folding the wrist, then that's okay. But I almost prefer you just let it go and stretch up and down and slowly expand the spine and the hips. Let the shoulders sink. Take a deep breath and expand. And exhale when you're ready. Stretching the fingers. Washing through the forearm. keep the shoulders connected. While you're gently stretching, just let it gently stretch and work itself out. Bottom hand is relaxed. Notice how my palms are pointing down. Right? Relax, let the wrist go. Loosen the shoulder joints and the hip while you're expanding. And then when you're ready, take a deep breath and expand. And exhale when you're ready. Take your time. And then coordinate your breath. Breathing in where the palms pass. And then exhale when you're ready. And gently allowing the spine to open and gently allowing the spine to fall back into place. You can feel the ribs stretching a little. You can feel the pull through the hip, down through the legs. Open the palm. One more time and then we'll do the spirals. Turn the palm, turn the body, drop the elbow, wash the outside, turn the waist, lift and fall, and a nice tight spin around the center. Breathing in, let the waist and the head turn, and then exhale. Yeah. Turn as much as you can, as much as you comfortably can. Relax the shoulders as they're expanding. The upper palm is right in front of the forehead. Maybe a little bit higher, but right in the center. The lower palm is right in between the belly button and the waist. And the body turns throughout the whole movement. Just like a washing machine spindle. Winding up and then releasing. And then winding up again. And releasing, then winding up and releasing. Do one more and we'll come back to center. Come back to the heart. Sternum up, body expanded. Connect that sun to your chest. Do 3 times. That feeling of smiling while the sternum is up and emphasizing the heart and lungs. Slowly let everything go. Bring one foot back, and press the other leg into the earth so you can gently bring one foot back at a time. Press both feet into the earth and then gently let them go. Let them just rest. Release all the tension from your hips down to your feet. Then gently pull the chi up. Practice pulling the chi up. And as you exhale, guiding it back down. The legs are just resting. No intention with the legs, only with the palms. Pulling and drawing that energy up from the earth. And then gently guiding it back down. Relax the legs, relax the hip. Okay, press both feet into the earth. Feel the bottom of your feet pressing into the earth. And then sink into one side, sink into one hip joint, and when the other knee and the heel pick up, then begin. Step forward, take your time, press that foot into the earth and sink into the hip joint. Pick up the other leg as high as you comfortably can without stressing the upper body. Force yourself to relax right into the hip joint. Sink everything into the hip joint and then the upper body can relax. Don't worry too much about the coordination of the hands. Right? That will slowly come. Really focus on the legs and sinking into the hip joint. Sometimes the hands will just start doing another set with the legs. And that's fine. As long as you keep the palms open and the fingertips lightly stretched, the upper body is suspended and upright, but relaxed. You pick up the knee as high as you comfortably can, right, without straining the upper body. Pick the knee up high. Pick the feet up. This is part of our fall prevention. Learning how to pick up the legs, how to walk. Feel yourself picking the knee straight up, using the hip joints. And when it lands, it just relaxes and sinks into the earth. Okay, come back to center when you're done. And drop one knee and turn to the side. The second warm up for the hips and the pelvics. Look to the front, reach straight to the front, like sliding your hands against a wall. Drop the other knee, breathe in. Slowly come back and relax the hips. Breathe in, turn the body, and come back and exhale. Breathe in. And remember, you can always take a bigger step to open up the pelvic and the hip joint some more. Turn. Only what's comfortable. Right? Only do the leg movements that's comfortable for you. Always end with a smaller leg movement, no matter what you do. And then come back to center. Think deep into the dantian, the lower dantian. 3 times. Open the throat, expand, flow the air down. Loose fist resting on the hips. And sink one leg into the earth so the other leg picks up. Upper body is upright but relax, and stretch the heel out, press the knee down and lift. The other foot is sinking on the earth. And relax the bottom of the other foot while the leg presses into the earth. Press the knee down. Stretch the back of the knee. And then bring it back. Breathe in and out naturally. And pump the foot. Extend from the hip and then lift. Heel and toe and turn the body. Just take your time with these stretches. Don't rush them. Finish the move. One more time. And then last one. And then move to the ankles. And relax. Hold the ball right in front of the heart, relaxed, and then sink one leg so you can pick up the other and go 45 and flex the ankles for heel and toe. Yeah. Let the stretch finish. Sink into that hip joint. Sink all the way into that hip joint, and then the other leg will just kind of float up there. Other side when you're done. And make sure you finish the move. Sink into this hip joint. Press this leg down and sink into this hip joint. And I'll keep this leg free. Relax the shoulders. Switch, small toe, big toe. And take your time and finish the stretches. Let's see. Switch, other side. Yeah, hold the ball. Hold the ball. Look up. Okay, and come back to center and loosen up the legs. And then pull the heels up. Pull the feet off the floor. Stretch the toes. And relax the rest of the body. Just drawing and stretching the toes. Stretch the bottom of the feet and the outer edges. And then shake it out. If it cramps, just shake it out and start again. Do one more time. Pull the feet. Pull the heels up. Pull the heels up. Yeah, go tippy toes. Pull the heels up all the way so you're on your toes. Yeah. Pull, pull, pull. Pull. Don't let it go. There. Okay. Loosen it up. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, loosen it up. If you need to, you can stand up and shake it all out. Okay. Oh, what happened? We didn't close our front door. Good. Had a big gust of wind pushed open our front door. Yeah. All this weather, I think our door warps, so if we don't push it all the way in, it doesn't catch. Like, oh. All right, reset yourself. Yeah. Expand, extend the legs again, and gently walk them back. And reset your whole body. And every time we begin, reset your whole body. I think of as many of those lineups and those principles. Right, top of the head suspended from back of center. Right, it pulls, and it pulls the head up. It'll cause the head to swivel, so the chin will tuck in, and the neck will expand. So you'll hear people saying that. Okay? Tuck your chin in and pull your head back a little bit. But that really comes as a result of imagining you're pulling the head up, so the head has to swivel down, the chin has to swivel down, and you're pulling the spine, you're pulling the neck to straighten out and align, so the head will come back. Okay? So you can think of it either way, right? Because it has to be done. But if you can imagine that it's being done from pulling the head up, then it'll be a little bit more relaxed and a little bit more proper. Okay, legs extended. Gently press into the earth, right where you can press into the earth and the feet don't run away, so the toes have to be down. Throat is open. Breathing in from the top of the head and flowing that air down. Use the ha syllable to breathe in and out. And as you're expanding in both directions, up and down, you let all the joints go. Let the hips go, let the tailbone go. And then you try and swivel the hips forward a little bit. And nice and straight, and you look straight ahead. Straight ahead before we do the set. Take a deep breath. Let it out. Take a second deep breath, full breath. And then let it all out. Every time you exhale, release all the tension. Still expanded. And take a third deep breath. And let it all out. Breathe normally. Any distractions, acknowledge them, bring your mind back to your practice. Okay, when you're ready, we're going to pick up the hands commencement with the breathing in. Okay, so when you're ready, breathe in and pick up your hands, extending the fingertips. Feel yourself reaching a little, and then bring it to the heart. Warming up the heart, waking up the heart. Rolling, number 2. And bring it into your body. Wake up all the organs in your body. Roll the chi out through the throat and the mouth. Expand and contract. back to the heart. Keep the sternum up, smiling. Turn to your right, number 4, single whip. Press and then open. Raise the palms, height of the face. One sao, keep on turning, 45 degrees. Eyes watching the upper hand. And you look at the hand first, and then you start looking at the pointer finger. And then eventually you look in between the pointer finger and the thumb so you can stare at the horizon. You can scan the horizon while you're moving. Let the waist turn all the way. Come back to center. And we come back to heart. And then repeat on the left side, single whip, turn and press just a little. When you feel everything engaged, you start opening, raising the palms, and then flow into one sao. Turn 45 degrees. So the first one is a preparation, and then this is where you count 1, 2, and 3. Come back to center, turn a little bit to your right as you spiral back, right into an open and close. Number 7, brushing the knee, turn to your right, slide the hand up by the ear. Breathe in while the palm drops and exhale. Tap and then lift. Keep on turning. Palms drop to the center. Turn to your right and play the pipa, hu pipa. Turn to your left and cradle the ball. This is the twist step. And then parry. And then parry left. The left hand's going to flip over while the body turns. Cover. Under the right. Wrist on wrist. Outside of the knee. Breathe in and start to grab. Exhale and squeeze while the right fist rises. Then release both hands, both fists, rolling back. Gather, large gather, and compress at the lower dantian and lift. And then gently bring it back to the heart, smiling, inner smile. And then repeat that section on the left side, brushing the knee. Briefly look at the palm, and then look to the front, fingertip. Drop the lower hand while you lift the sternum. Just let it sweep to the side. Keep on turning. The palms turn. And then hupipa. The palms wash against each other. And then scoop the left palm under the elbow as you turn. And shooting palms or parry left, and then parry right. Vibrate the palms and fingers. Cover. Turn. Wrist on top of wrist. Breathe in and grab. Exhale. Squeeze the fist. Hold the right fist against the body while the left rises. And then release both. Wrist on wrist. Drop the shoulders and elbows and gather. Compress into the lower dantian and then exhale and lift. Double hands pushing the mountain. And then gently draw them back to the heart. Smiling, inner smile. Sternum up. Next section, repeat on the left side, the brush knee, followed by leisurely tying the coat. Turn, and then fingertip right for the center. Tap your own heart in the mirror, and then lift. And then fold into your left hand. Right hand circles up. Both hands in the center, body turns, and turn back to the front, palms flat, wipe down, connect the fingertip. Come in towards the belly button, drop the elbows and tuck close to the body. And then extend, and then spiral to the right. Loosen up the lumbar and the tailbone. Whip the body in a circle. And then the right side. Breathe in and out. Brush the knee first. Lift the sternum. Let the left hand drop. And then fold. Left hand up. Turn the body. And turn back to the front. Wiping down to the belly button. Right fingertips connect the wrist. Lift right under the chin and tuck the elbows close to the body. And then extend. Stretch the fingertips. And then big wind up. Loosen up the spine. Double palm to the front. Breathing in and out. What happened there? Okay, next section, fist under elbow. Turn and then open and drop the right hand and turn the waist. So the right hand is in the center and then turn back. Bring the elbow in so you can do fist under elbow. Straighten the palm. Breathe in, and as you exhale, turn the body to push the hand out. Let it naturally rise and then open. And then fold and turn to your right. The left hand washes down, repulse monkey. And then brush the knee. Lift the sternum. Keep on turning. Repulse monkey. Fingertip right for the center. And then brush the knee. Third time, repulse monkey. Washing down the arm, breathing in. Fingertip right in the center. And then brushing the knee. Leisurely tying the coat, left hand circles up. Turn the body. And then turn. Connect the fingertips to the wrist. Then lift, tuck the elbow in, extend, and spiral. Remember to keep the feet flat on the floor, sinking into the earth. And last section on your left. Turn and press and then open, dropping the left hand, turning the body, and then turning back. Bottom hand holds a fist that turns up. And drop the elbow so you can have a fist under elbow right in the center. Exhale. Push the fist out and let it naturally rise and then open and fold to the left. Right hand drops down, repulse monkey. Tap the center. Tap the heart chakra. Keep on turning. Washing down the right arm. Exhale. Keep on turning. Tap the center. And lift the sternum. Leisurely tying coat. Fold. Turn the body. Turn back flat. Turn the palms flat and tuck the elbows and wipe down. Come in towards the belly button and sweeping up. Tuck the elbows in. Extend and big spiral on the right. Let the whole spine is like a whip. The tailbone up to the head. Take your time as we close. Bring everything back to center. Tilt the sternum up, breathing in. Open the top of the head, the throat, the whole center channel. Slowly let everything fall into place. No abrupt movement. Press one leg into the earth so the other leg can come back and relax the upper body. Then press the back leg into the earth so the front leg can come back. And slowly relax the whole body. Take a deep breath. Let it all out. Take a second deep breath. Let it all out. Take a third deep breath. Let it all out. Let everything go and then loosen up. Oh, I'm so sore. I did old school training the other day and reminded me I'm old and out of shape. And I remembered to take my apple cider vinegar, and I'm still sore on the second day. Today's the second day. Oh, I'm so sore. Friday night I woke up and the back of my knee, this ligament or tendon was so sore. I didn't know what was going on. Just this one muscle was cramping, just that ligament tendon. And I woke up off the couch and I was hopping down, and it was so sore over here. I couldn't put any weight. And then it finally loosened up. Oh, I thought that was going to be the worst of it. I was wrong. Everything's still a little sore and stiff. Okay, anybody we have about 15 minutes. Is there any one movement or section or questions about the sets or warm-up that you'd like to go over? Or you'd like clarification? Anything. Or any other question? Okay, when you the opening, every time you press, I just want to keep reminding you, when we're doing these type of presses for the set and the warm-ups, come right about here, right about halfway. It feels really light, and just past halfway you can feel how everything starts to engage, and then everything connects. And right there, that full feeling, that's all you need, right? So my wrist doesn't pass my knee. It's kind of just in front of the kneecap, where the kneecap starts, right? So you don't have to be way out here. That's overextension, you're locking. Yeah. Leave the elbows bent, leave the wrists bent, so you feel that connection, that springiness. So in the warm-up, it's here and it comes down. That's all you need. If we're doing the healing meditation, it's almost exactly same move, right? Pressing out and down and curling. In the set, pushing the mountain. Let's say the pushing the mountain, right, was the rolling back, and then it pushes, and right here, just tilt the sternum up. You tilt the sternum up, right? The hands will actually come up. The sternum up. Right above here, you can feel all of this engage, and it feels full, and you press a little bit more, and then you draw back, right? So you never need to go all the way out here. You're going to lock yourself. You want to keep the elbows in to here. And that's also fall prevention, right? So instead of changing your reaction, instead of having to reach out and lunge and grab something, just keep everything tight to the center and relax and collapse, right? Instead of panicking and reaching, that's our normal reaction, right? So we have to train as much as possible to just relax and let everything sink back towards the center. Let everything fold towards the tantin, right? And crumple towards the tantin. So we come straight down. If we fall, we'd rather come straight down than falling forward, right? So that kind of habit, right? And lifting the sternum. Lifting the sternum, if you're leaning forward, right? Lifting the sternum will also help to straighten you out, right? So then that's fall prevention too. Yeah. So yeah, with that in mind, somebody on one of these groups, a next door group, was putting out something about falling and saying, hey, the city and county or government should subsidize classes to teach seniors how to fall. So I don't know if I've talked to you about this before, but through my training and experience, right? If we can take this in a different direction, but when you fall, the natural reaction is to reach, right? But if I reach, you can see I'm all exposed, right? And if I fall like this, I'm all exposed. So I may have told you I worked on at least one person from the palm, the face, the front of the body, the front of the legs, the bottom of the feet were all bruised. I said, oh my God, what happened? Well, she tripped on the sidewalk, right? Uneven sidewalk. That's why we need to learn how to pick up our legs and not shuffle. But she fell forward like this, right? So the whole body trying to break her fall. And a lot of times what will happen is you're going to break, right? You're going to break bones. You break the wrist, shoulder, right? So I've had one student who fell, and fortunately, because just before that we're talking about how to fall, the the fall wasn't as bad as it could have been, and she knew that she had it's like slow motion. You think, oh, I have to do it this way, but unfortunately she did break a small bone in here, so she's recovering. And broken bones, no matter where they are, they take a long time to heal. You just have to naturally let them heal. So although we say learning how to fall, I don't like the idea of you go to a class as a senior. If you're a young senior and you want to grapple and you want to roll, that's one thing, that's your choice. But if you're 80, 90 years old and I'm going to tell you, okay, we're going to roll on the ground, I don't think so, right? So my thing through my experience is you have to crumple. So that's why talking about this, instead of reaching out, right, you change your habit where this is comfortable. So if you if you stand, you have to kind of stand and feel this, right? If you press your hand straight out, right, and listen to how your body feels, and you waver back and forth, right, and you listen to where your balance is, and then you just drop everything in. The knees can bend, but you drop this in. Just the act of dropping this in, you can feel everything center. Okay? And then if you're practicing, if you're able to get what I'm saying, right, the legs are relaxed and lightly pressing and sinking into the ground, and the bottom of the feet are relaxed. You bring the hands back, sternum is up, and then you're relaxed, right? Then you can sit here. So if you lean forward, right, you overextend and you lean forward, and then you practice bringing everything back and sinking. Yeah, that's where you want to be, head up, sternum up. Okay? So you practice the situation like, oh, I'm out of balance, right? And don't go to the point you're going to fall. And if you need, you put chairs or something or be against the wall, and then teach yourself sternum up and just relax, just sink. Right? So from here, where, oh, I'm out of balance, sink, right? And sink into here. And learn when you sink into here, you want that weight, you have to shift your body so the bottom of your feet are flat. Right? So you practice overextension and you lean in a little bit and relax. Right? Bring everything towards center. Right? Learn to bring everything towards center, sternum up, looking up. Don't look down. Right? If I look down, my head goes down and I'm throwing my weight forward. So if you want to look down, you have to use peripheral vision. Right? You have to just use your eyes to scan down instead of tilting your head down. Okay? So you just practice, right, overextending and then bringing everything back to center. Right? Just drop your shoulder. You can watch yourself in the mirror. You know, don't let your shoulders be like this. Right? Your shoulders down, relaxed. And notice my hands they're right on that 45. Right? They're not here. Right? This opens up and I'm stiff. They just relax and they fall in the front. Okay? Now the other part is, if you still cannot catch yourself, right, you can take a small step. Right? Taking a small step will help you to brace, right? So if you're over here, if the feet are together, right, and you're over here and you come down, it's relaxed, but you could just take a small step, right? And when I say a small step, my toe and my heel are basically lined up from here. Right? I could take a bigger step, but I don't want a real big step. Right? So, Bon, come. Right? And so you could step forward or you could step back. Right? Small step, but still the upper body is sinking. So, Bon, you stretch. Right? You stretch, you overextend, and then just stand up here. Yeah. So she overextends. No, stand. Feet. Yeah. Overextend like you're going to fall, and then relax, sink. Yeah. Okay. So you overextend and then take a small step back. Yeah. And that's kind of stable and sink. Oh, see, you got to practice. You have to relax. So part of the reason why she almost fell is that the feet are too close this way. Right? So they have to be open. You know, if you need to, you can take a big step, right? A big squat, and just to stabilize. But you have to find where that's comfortable for you. But just sinking down, okay? From here. Okay. So big over, right? Stretch like you're gonna fall, and then just bring everything back to center. Sternum up. Yeah. No, don't give up. Don't give up. You have to finish the movement to learn. Okay? Over here, like you're gonna fall, you lean forward, and then just relax. Just relax. Yeah, just relax. Sink everything back there, right there. Okay. So you can learn to take a small step forward, or even to the side, or back. Okay? And if you need to grab something and brace, again, you don't want to be lunging, right? You want to pick up the knee, right? Same like when I call it on an exercise, pick up the knee and step and relax and grab. So everything is sinking, sternum up, and bracing and grabbing something. Yeah? And you have to practice other things like, have a bag, practice with a bag. And the bag has to have a reasonable amount of weight, just so you can feel it. Could be a handbag, could be something big, or a box. And you have to practice dropping it. And when I say dropping it, I mean, whatever you're carrying, is it more important than your health? So sometimes you have to teach yourself. So you have to practice. You can't just think about it, but you have to practice like, oh, I'm carrying something. Oh, I gotta save that thing, right? If this is your baby, oh yeah, well, maybe you just have to sacrifice, but you still, if you can drop properly, you can save your baby. But if this is groceries and it's just stuff, right? If it's just stuff, like, oh, just drop it, just let it go. You can get another one. We can clean up the mess later. So you have to practice making that decision, like, oh, I should have let it go. Okay? Now, if you, like I said, for me, instead of falling, everything is leading to crumpling. So crumple. So as you learn to bring everything back and fold, if you're going to go down, then you have to learn to step. So the Taichi, the standing form, has that stepping, that follow step. So that follow step is important if you're falling forward, right? Learning to step and allowing that back leg to come with you, and then lifting the sternum. So if you're falling forward, step, and the back leg comes. That's a shuffle step. Come back, sternum up, and forward. Okay? Now, if you're going to fall, if you have to go to the ground, my thing is you learn how to fold into here and crumple straight down, right? And then you take a small step back, and then you can come straight down from here. So at home you can practice in a safe place, and because practice is repetition, right? And you want to be safe, I would put a cushion, I would put a thick cushion right on the ground, and then I can practice dropping my knee here. If I need some kind of aid, right, a walker or something, right, I can have something, but I have to practice just dropping straight down safely. Ideally, if I have to go down, I want to sit on my heel. So my feet are about width of underarm, and ideally I step back a little, heel to toe, and my hands just sit here, and my butt sits on my heel from here. Okay? Then my knees don't touch down at all. Oh, I'm so tight from the training, I can feel it. But you notice how compact I am? Instead of splaying myself from here, right? My hands can rest on my knee. So it could be either leg. Okay? And a lot of times we just kind of preference one side. So I'll step back, my hands fold, and here. Right? So if I have my cushions here, right? Couch cushion is really good, nice and thick, and it's high. Right, I'll put it right here, and then I can just practice stepping down. And if I miss, I have this to brace me. Right, and then I could make the cushion lower and lower. But then I can practice from here. So my habit for me is I tend to step back with my right leg. Right? So from here, it steps, I've learned to step about where my heel is for the other leg and drop down. And then I sit. You can see me sitting on my heel. And move back a little. Yeah, sorry, I didn't intend for this to be this kind of class, but you know, that's what we're doing. I'm sitting over here. Where am I? Yeah. So, and looking up, right? I don't want to look down, although sometimes you have to scan, but it's sinking, it's folding, and just a small little step back, and just folding right into the hip. Right? So if you have the cushion, you can learn to fold right into the hip and sternum up, and I can just rest here. Right from here. So just practice here. Okay? So if I fall, right? What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to first ideally prevent the fall, right? So if we can stop the fall from ever happening, that's the best. If I'm going to go down, I want to minimize the damage, right? If I can learn to sit on my heel and keep my knee up, then my knees don't get damaged. The next step is my knee might go down, but you're already lower, right? So instead of just crashing straight down, you're already being lower when the knee touches down, so not as bad, right? You're trying to minimize the impact. And now it's not the whole body lunging forward, okay? If your legs are weak or you have to go down, right? Now you're bringing yourself down. So if I have to go down and oh, my knee touches down, right? It's not, at least it's not crashing forward like before, and then I can rest. And I can, oh, right? If I have to go all the way down, from here I can roll down to the floor and brace myself and protect my head, right? So because my hands are close to me. If my hands are out away from me, then my head might hit down.
How do you fall backwards though, Randy?
Oh, that's the thing, right?
That is more than likely what's happening here at the center. We've had a series of incidences.
So it's the same thing, right? Learning to step and fold, right? To off balance that. So it's a training. Yeah, if you're falling backwards, you'd have to step. So that's why it's all practice, right? If I'm going here, right? If you go here, you can see the normal reaction is to go wide again, to go big. And then that's not going to help you. So everything has to fold and combat. So if you're going backwards, right, I cannot step forward. That's going to make it worse. So going backwards, the practice is step back. So swinging back will compensate the upper body to come forward, right, to rebalance. So yeah, I didn't even think of that one. But if you're falling back, right, you have to learn. Same thing, you have to learn to fold and step backwards. Without the step backwards, then it's just muscle. You have to pull yourself forward. But if you step backwards, it'll swing the upper body, right? It'll naturally swing the upper body. And it's the same thing, not a big step. I might take, you know, a little bit bigger because I need a little wider stance. Yeah, and so same thing. You have to get the body to crumple this way, and the hands close to you, and you don't want to. Like I made this mistake once. Same thing, right? We just automatically we throw our hands down in front of us. So if it's straight down, right? At least I'm protecting the face. But if it's out here, yeah, this woman, this client, she literally had bruises all the way up. And she had major damage. She threw out her hip. She had broken hands, face. Yeah, major from there. And I know there's classes that teach how to roll. So you know, I'm not going to get into that discussion and how I feel about that. But my preference is that you don't want to be rolling. You're not going to take a 90-year-old to class and say, "Hey, we're going to roll," right? Yeah, I finally talked to somebody who went to these classes, and after the first day, so the oldest ones will drop out. Like, I can't do that, right? Because it's drawing and impactful. So my thing is, my concept is, of course, prevention is ideal, but minimize, right? What can you do to minimize? Should it happen, right? Minimize. So practice, you have to learn how to practice to collapse. You just crumple and collapse. So again, it's 1 foot back, coming straight down and trying to rest your hands here and practicing that, creating that scenario so that if it happens, hopefully that memory, you have to create that muscle memory, that mind memory, not to panic and come out. Or automatically, you just take that step, right? So you can practice, just crumple and take that step to stabilize, right? And short. If you're reaching for something, right, you don't want to reach 2 hands, you don't want to lunge, right? You want to step to it, yeah? Yeah. So the shuffle step is really important.
We've had about 8 falls in about a year, month and a half. At least none of them were really serious, but still it's
scary.
Increased the concern of Catholic Charities, and I don't want it to get to a point where we have to cancel the classes, you know, or reduce what we have. I know there's a few classes that have higher risk. Yeah. And I've been able to convince Diane to have it. But if we continue to have falls, you know, in this number, I'm afraid that the insurance liability things are going to tell us, or the Catholic Charities Administration may tell us to stop it.
Well, here's a suggestion. You know, because, you know, and it's part of a natural outgrowth, right? As the classes increase and the kinds of classes, and the reminder,
number of people participating.
And the reminder is that historically, if you look at the class I teach, right, this class was started. When did I? This class was started about 7 years ago, because the center was having falls. Yes. And they looked at the classes and they said, we don't have a seated class. I don't know if that other seated fusion class was around, but as the Taichi for Health Arthritis Fall Prevention, they looked at that and grabbed it, and they asked me, would I be interested in getting certified? And they wanted to test it out, and they said, you know, the obligation is teach one. We need a seated class because we're having the falls, so that's why this class was started. You know, now you have more classes, so percentage and numbers, right? But my suggestion is that since this is now becoming an issue, right, that every class, every standing class, whether it's movement, exercise, whatever the point is, that you require every class to have a fall prevention component. So if you're having a dance class, if you're having movement class, even the yoga classes, right, that you require that maybe one class for every session be devoted to, you know, to this topic, what I was showing, right? And whether would we need to train the instructors? You'd have to train the instructors, right? And you know, you're talking about liability and insurance, so you have to have documentation, and you have to have consistency. You can't just say, everybody go out on their own and do what you want, right?
We're going to be meeting as a staff 2 weeks from now to talk about it, because it is something that will require our attention and action.
So if you do something,
most of it is people not listening to the rules that are in place or the instruction, but
that's human nature, right?
Yeah.
So to mitigate and prevent against
that. Aikido, but maybe that's what you're referring to. Is maybe too much for.
I don't like to badmouth it, but you know, my view is that I don't get it. I mean, I understand their side, but they've been training and they like it, But the reality is, I finally did talk to somebody who went to the class, and they said, well, you have this natural attrition over the days because not everybody can do that. Yeah. And they already know, right? I'm going to do that. I'm going to get injured in this class. So my concept.
So I think we need multiple alternatives, because I think Kokona Aikido is good maybe for older
certain
adults,
people.
But maybe for older folks, we need to modify it a bit so it's safer.
So and I think that would.
You'd be willing to teach the teachers though?
Yeah, sure. No? Yeah, I'd be willing to share my view and such, but of course, you get that approved, right? And so that but that's but my thing is minimize, right? Prevention first, but if it's going to happen, you have to be able to minimize. So I really do think if you required everybody, right, one class, and doesn't have to be the whole class, right? Could be 20 minutes or whatever it is, but they have to have this fall prevention component, which totally makes sense for the center, right? It just totally makes sense. Like anybody looking at the center will be like, wow, these guys require a fall prevention component in every class, right? That's, it almost sounds like, why aren't we doing this? Why isn't every center doing this anyway? But it's I just think that it would probably be a good idea, and that it hasn't been something required because it's based around the need. But we can see that the need is there, and the need had also always been there, and maybe call Stan Michaels and bring him back, once a year, have him come in and do his fall prevention.
Yes, I will schedule him this year. We do it every year.
Yeah. I mean, the reminder when I take the course is always shocking, that the fall, right? Having a fall that breaks the hip, that's the road to senior fatality. Yeah. That starts it all. Because the mobility.
And now we have to worry about our younger generation, because with the sugar intake, that's not permitting the calcium to be absorbed into the bone, which then jeopardizes
osteoporosis and stuff.
Or later life.
Okay. I'm going to turn off my phone.